That went on for a while. I forgot to turn buttons and switch buttons and change things. So I watched a couple seasons because that's all there is of Strange New World. We got Paramount Plus as a streaming service simply because there was a film that we wanted to watch and that was the only place that we could watch that film, but then neglected to cancel subscription. So I figured I'd just watch other stuff. I put off watching any of the Star Trek stuff because I just haven't liked it. So Star Trek Discovery is just shit. Now, it might be a perfectly serviceable actual sci-fi show, but the fact that they based it in a universe with a bunch of lore and then just decided to completely and utterly ignore all of it just means you had no respect for the property in the first place. So a few people that I know had said, hey, Strange New Worlds is actually kind of a thing and it's kind of okay. So watch it. You should watch it. It's not that bad. Anyway, it's okay. I still have the same problem that I have with most modern things is there's basically no character development. This thing is set like 10 years before the original series of Star Trek. And you've got like Nurse Chapel, who is like a boss babe, like all females have to be in modern things. But she's like smarter, more effective and better in this show than she is portrayed in 10 years' time. Negative character growth. Maybe she's suffered severe head trauma or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to actually look into it. And then the other biggest problem I have is everyone speaking like a teenager in California, like totes for real. Again, product of the people that are writing it and product of people that just don't really pay any attention to anything. Like the same as you've got a big wind turbine in the middle of a frozen paddock, which in 400, okay, it's not 400, it's 200 years' time, you wouldn't have a giant wind turbine when you have fusion power, safe, 100% clean power. You wouldn't then go fucking up the environment by building big wind turbines. So other than being boss babes, not having any character development because females in particular can't have flaws. Men can be useless, but women can't have flaws. Injecting their own politics into all these programs. Star Trek's always had a political bent, but it's usually a grander theme. It's a bigger theme. It's a bigger thing. It's about people treating people in a particular way, or it's about difference. It's not about, we think green powers this. But that just shows that they don't foresee humans ever advancing past the state that they're in now, that everything has to be current everything, because they're running around with iPads that aren't any more advanced than what we have now. Okay, yes, they can talk across interstellar distances, which some episodes they can, some episodes they can't. So the inconsistency of the fact that there's no technobabble anymore. Technobabble used to cover up a whole bunch of bullshit that was impossible or that didn't work or that didn't make things mesh together. Now they don't even bother with technobabble. Just one episode, oh no, that's too far to talk. It'd take months. And then they go to having a real-time conversation light years away. It just, the inconsistencies, you know. Anyway, few characters I like, few characters I don't. Look, I'll give it 6 and a bit grumpy old men out of 10. Unless you include the musical episode and what was the other episode? The cartoon one, the one for the Lower Decks cartoon. So if you include the musical, you know, the Gilbert and fucking Sullivan episode and the cartoon episode, then I'd give the whole lot a 3. Anyway, it's really all I've got to say about that. If you can't be good at it. Do I recommend it? It's a lot better than a lot of other stuff, but I don't know if that's a recommendation. It's a lot better than a lot of modern TV. A lot of stuff on streaming, it's a lot better than that, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's better in the grand scheme of things, just better than a lot of other stuff. Anyway, that's basically it, I guess, and stuff and things. And